Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at quite possibly one of the best brawlers inside of the game right now, which a lot of people are still really underrated in this meta. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, guys, so jumping into quite possibly one of the best brawlers inside of this meta, we have Ash. So Ash, I would say, and especially those grassy maps, is completely broken right now. A lot of the times he's often kind of left out of top 6 brawler lists just because of his overall mechanics, but I feel like Ash right now is so strong, and especially with the speed gear, you know, combining this with his already fast rage speed, you can see how fast I am in the grass. It's just absolutely insane. And then when you combine this with the damage gear or the health gear, depending on which one you prefer, I haven't got any damage gears, well, enough damage gears to put on him, so I've got the health gear on right now. It's just absolutely insane. As long as you're consistently hitting your shots, cycling your rats over and over again, you're able just to completely dominate with Ash. And a lot of the time in Power League, you know, if they don't have a tank counter, you know, the likes of Ems, for example, if they, you know, those brawlers are banned or they didn't pick them, you can easily go like an Ash at last pick. I wouldn't really say, you know, as a tank, you can really go this brawler as a first pick unless you're extremely confident on your abilities with Ash. But other than that, you should just be able to go him like the last couple of picks, and he's going to be insanely strong on these maps with a lot of walls, a lot of grass. You can easily just manipulate your way around the map. Again, there's been multiple examples. The best way to kind of learn like Ash and his best matchups for me, it'd have to be watching North America in the monthly finals. Sorry, so like with that region, they just have, I wouldn't really say an obsession, but they just have so many good Ash players. And a lot of the times, you know, teams like Tribe Gaming or, you know, top teams like Stamina, they have to literally band out Ash against so many different teams because of how strong he is against pretty much every single matchup. You can just always get a good value with Ash. So that should be the first game right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So if you guys were wondering on the best counters for Ash, there's a couple of really strong ones for me whenever I played up against Ash, especially on maps like Super Beach, for example, where Ash is literally one of the best brawlers. Frank was always a solid option against Ash. Sometimes, well, you've got to be hesitant with your super because obviously with the max speed and with the well, like max rage speed, and also the gear in the grass as well. You know, sometimes Ash can actually dodge that Frank super, but for the most part, Frank should be able to counter him pretty strongly. He also have Ems as well, who's a decent counter. But other than that, there isn't really too many strong counters to Ash because just of his overall abilities just to be really evasive. You can also just get so much damage with his main attack if you're fully raged up and constantly cycling it. You know, there's not a lot of lanes that can actually outburst an Ash, so I should be able to pop my gadget in time. I'm just going to pop my super as well because that should allow me to get the rage up in time. That has allowed me to get the rage 2.4k on the spike. I just wish I had a damage gear on Ash because he'd just be even more deadly. But again, some people do prefer the health gear. Definitely still a strong choice on Ash, because the good thing about the health gear is that obviously you can heal up quicker, and that allows you to keep your rage a lot easier in the sense that you should just be able to get to full HP really fast. You've got that full rage still, well, at least the 2 bars plus. That allows you to get that additional HP, so we should just be able to run straight up our lane. Again, there's just a Jessie in this bush, should be able to take her down pretty easily. Again, got our rats. The key thing is, you know, when Ash first came out, I thought the rats were like a really bad super, like one of the worst supers in the game. But quickly I realized that the rats is probably one of the best things about him because it allows you to get your rage so quickly. You just got to throw it on top of the enemies, just a couple of rats, and that's going to charge your rage up so fast. So we're just going to pop our gadget again to keep us alive. That should be the Jessie dead as well, so that's going to be another win. Let's hop into the next game. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So if you're wondering on the best game modes and maps for Ash, basically any single long range maps, you don't want to play Ash, of course, at all on. Just obviously, again, he's a really short, well, not really short range brawler, but he's a tank, so you don't want to be playing him on those longer range maps. Just literally any map with walls and grass, you should just be able to have a good time with Ash. So you can see here, already got a double kill on these brawlers and should be able to walk this one in with the increased speed, and just by how much tankiness I have, it's just absolutely insane. I remember quite a few balance changes ago, I think they increased his HP and I don't really understand why, because it was already a decent brawler. I think it was because his gadget got nerfed, so well, his new gadget got emergency nerfs, so maybe they thought that Ash would be pretty bad, but he's just been secretly like in and around the top 10 brawlers in the meta right now. And I'd even go to say, like, for the most part in Power League, he's got to be close to the top 6, just because of that last pick capabilities. Just being able to go him last pick and the enemy team not being able to do anything is just so incredibly strong. So that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So I've realized I've not really spoke about the best builds for him. So in terms of best builds, so I would say for the most part, I enjoy using his first bash star power the most, just because again, it allows you to get your rage up a lot quicker. If you're constantly wearing the back of your mind, just trying to make it so you're using that third piece of ammo to attack, so you get more value out of your rage. You know, you can keep cycling that rage a lot easier. I'll keep saying it over and over again, but of course the rage is going to be the best thing about him, because it increases movement speed and it increases his damage. So of course you want to be cycling that as much as possible. So really nice goal by Mortis there. So yeah, in terms of star powers, for me, definitely got to be that first bash star power. And in terms of gadgets, again, easy choice. It's got to be chill pill, just because the other gadget got nerfed to oblivion. A 40% decrease in health is just abysmal. It just basically kills you as soon as you press the gadget, which doesn't really make too much sense. I won't really ever use that gadget anymore. I remember when the gadget first came out, though, it was literally the best gadget in the game. It got nerfed to oblivion, and yeah, never really seen any good use for it whatsoever. As you can see here, just the rats basically alone has allowed me to get to full rage, and that should be a walk-in. Oh, that was so close. Somehow Spike is able to get that kill, but Mortis should be able to clean up here with the help of no, okay, our teammate died there. I didn't actually realize that, but that was actually really close. But you just see here over and over again, I can just keep going in, not even having to worry about too much. I just know I'm going to get some value with Ash here. So it looks like Leon has probably gone invisible here. I'm just going to wait until my third piece of ammo here so I can get more rage. Actually hit both from there. You just see how much damage I'm able to do to them both. And I'm just like Speedy Gonzalez. I'm so quick in and around the grass. They cannot do anything. So I've got my super again. We're going to wait for them to respawn. And then I'm just going to throw that literally right on top of them. So it should be able to explode as many as possible. Literally all of them exploded on them. And it's allowed me to get to full rage again. I feel like, okay, no, I'm not going to pop my gadget just yet. That should be a walk-in by the Mortis and another easy game. All right, guys, it's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. So I thought I'd make this type of video only because I always see this conversation on Twitter. There's been a lot of memes about this brawler Ash, because again in NA they just value Ash so high, and I'm slowly starting to realize why they think this brawler is so good, especially with this type of build. He's just able to exert so much pressure onto the field just because of his rats, his constant speed, his rage is able to two-shot a lot of people. It's just absolutely insane how good this brawler is. So definitely giving it the respect that it warrants. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.